Hello and welcome to an extra spooky episode number 2 of I Can't Believe It's Dark Souls 2. I am your host, Niko, they, them, and I'm joined by the illustrious Sparkletone, who uses they, them.
Hi, it's Alex. There was a ghost blocking our precious hero for a moment there. Very spooky.
Yes, very Halloween themed. Also, the very funny Peregrine, who also uses they, them.
Wow! You scared me.
I'm sorry. Can I have some candy now?
I don't have candy. I'm just scared.
Oh, okay.
I have Sour Patch
and then,
Kids.
last but
Anybody
not
wants some of
least, we have Mo, who uses he, him, and has bad food opinions.
And you can buy Halloween-themed loot boxes directly from me for $4.99 a pop. You get very little.
You're fired. All right, the rules for this series are, 1, I'm only allowed to play the 2 hours a week for these recordings. No playing on the side. 2, I'm not allowed to look anything up or write anything down. I can only rely on my coaches for advice and my Majula oblongata. And 3, no backseating in the chat. What? You like that one? I thought of that like 2 weeks ago, and I've been saving for this.
It's very good.
3, no backseating, please. These videos are pre-recorded, so that helps make scheduling with guests easier, since coordinating 4 people's schedules is pretty tough. So you're not going to be able to influence video anyway, and I don't really want to see a bunch of people telling me that I'm playing the game wrong when I'm watching the chat. So thank you for not doing that. For a quick recap of last episode, we met some nice old ladies who told me that I was bad at Dark Souls. We got through the tutorial and talked to a few people here in Majula. We went to the Forest of Giants, or whatever that's called, and I proceeded to have my ass handed to me by hordes of undead. And finally, I made it through to that section and got to the next bonfire after the large pile of undead soldiers and archers and stuff.
That is everything I remember. Do you remember what this lovely lady standing next to us said to you?
Honestly, I remember very little of the dialogue because I was focusing on the stream and the recording and talking to y'all. So we may need to recap some of that. Yeah, I think I remember I need to get like 4 big souls or something like that.
Yep. So that we can go see a guy named Vendrick. That's all you need to know from what she was saying.
I was trying to make a Deckard Cain joke, and then I forgot what he says. He says, stay a while and listen, or something like that.
Also, weirdly, she sang all of Smooth by Santana, which I don't know if you remember that. I have it written in my notes here. It was unexpected.
Oh. Yep. That's very unexpected.
Later. That's much later in the game.
I mean, it is a hot one.
Yeah, you gotta wait till you get, well, I don't want to spoil a certain location, but...
Man, it's a hot one.
It is.
Yep. Also, I should mention that the first episode of the series was broadcast as part of Waypoint Presents Save Point, a charity streaming marathon where together we raised over $60,000 for the Florence Immigrant Refugee Rights Project. Woo! That's way more than my wildest dreams, and I'm really grateful to have been able to help organize and be part of such an awesome event. So shout out to everyone who watched or donated at any point during the stream. Thank you so much for your support. And if you missed anything from the marathon, you can catch the archives over at twitch.tv/waypoint and twitch.tv/waypoint community.
We've actually got a couple of people who donated from watching the VODs, which is so cool.
Nice, yeah.
We've raised about $300 post stream, which is like, I just continue to be blown away by the whole thing.
As it turns out,
everybody else.
The Florence Project still needs help, so this is not explicitly a charity recording, but like at any point in the future, feel free to head over to their website if you are so inclined. And big thank you to them for all the hard work that they do as well. Okay, so last thing here for the intro is I had a couple of mental notes that I tried to remember of things that I wanted to do around the start of this episode. One is I remember picking up a buckler and I wanted to go through inventory and see if that's going to be any good for like cases where dodge rolling is bad. I want to block. And otherwise, look at what's in my inventory. 2 is the I didn't really explore all of Majula because I wanted to get the stream kind of going. It started out a little slow last week, so there's probably some more stuff to find here, more people to talk to. And then there was an area between here and the forest that I kind of skipped, and I need to go look there. If anyone has any other things, any other like nudges. I know I got to that bonfire and I didn't explore that area at all, so that's kind of like the next major thing. But these were a couple of small things to check off before heading there, I think.
The Majula thing, I was going to sort of suggest if it didn't seem like you were going to
That'll be a good,
do that.
calm way to open up the stream, I think.
Yeah. It's a nice little warm up. Remember the controls. You've been to like different time zones and continents and stuff.
Time zones? Oh, not in game, in real life. Yes, it's true.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm currently fighting off jet lag, but it was an excellent trip, and I highly recommend if anyone has any the ability to go to Tokyo at some point in their life, they try and make it out there because the food was incredible and a lot of really cool things to see and do.
Cool.
So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So this lady should just be the level up, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Bear,
Goodbye.
Just
See
want-
if there's anything just like hidden around cliffs and stuff here.
I
No, it
want-
doesn't look like it.
a like 10-hour ASMR video of just like the Majula shore.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure
Just
if you
like
look
just
on
like the
YouTube, there's-
like the ocean sounds, but with the Majula chimes. Just like give me.
100% sure that exists. I'm like 1,000% sure.
Oh, should I
Because
just
I
jump
fall
off?
asleep to it every night.
In my dreams, every night falls. Wait, can you fall asleep in your dreams? This is a real question here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Haven't you
like-
seen Inception?
Okay, but like when I don't actually remember ever like falling asleep in a dream.
I have woken up in my dreams and still been dreaming, so
But do you
Surely
wake
I
up at the
must have-
start of your dream? Like,
it's hard to say when your perceptions are all nonsense jumble of your subconscious. So it's hard to say.
I had my first, like, I'm flying dream 2 nights ago.
Oh, those are fun.
But the weird thing is, I had to fly using Nintendo tilt controls, so I was very bad at flying. It was fun, but I was like very bad.
is that
at it.
like Kirby Tilt and Tumble kind of? It was just like, wait, which generation Nintendo tilt? Nintendo doesn't have tilt controls.
like Splatoon aiming?
Okay.
Which I'm so bad at,
You were beta testing Pilot Wings VR.
basically.
That's
Pilot
our
Wings.
that's our blacksmith friend. He kind of locked himself out of
Yeah.
his house.
Yeah, and probably threw the key in the river, and now it's very far away.
Very relatable.
Rent is a topical issue in Dark Souls 2.
What up, big
Oh,
hole?
this seems safe. Yeah. That definitely seems like I can make that.
In the immortal words of Radiohead, gravity always wins.
Oh, what is this? Are you like angry little piglets?
Those are angry little piglets.
Okay, how do I attack? Right trigger. Oh, they have a lot more health than I was expecting.
Yeah, they're angry.
Oh,
They're still not over the bad bacon obsession of 2010.
I'm not gonna lie. This is not the primary reason I wanted you to more thoroughly explore Majula, but I 1000% hoped exactly this would happen.
I don't know what to do. I don't want to kill a babe.
Don't worry, this isn't the city.
All right.
Wow.
I killed
You actually
babe.
did it, huh?
Yeah.
Enjoy
Listen.
your 10 souls, murderer.
I'll enjoy some bacon later tonight.
You can't make a bacon in a day. Listen, if everyone out there, we get it. Bacon's a popular pig-derived substance, but
I'm super gonna fall in this hole. I can feel it. I don't know where it is, but I feel like I'm gonna fall into it.
You should make them fall in it.
wow.
But then I don't get to loot their bacon.
But then yeah, then you don't get the bacon, right? Like, pigs have a lot of value, y'all. You can do a lot with you. We here in this community believe in using every part of the animal.
I don't think I've ever seen the pigs fall in the hole.
Well, pigs are
Very
have cat-like
nicely,
reflexes.
very nicely done. Most people, one of two things happens when they encounter the pigs. They either try to fight them and die immediately because they're a pain to hit with normal melee weapons, and they are actually like really beefy, like they're strong.
Yeah.
I see what you did there.
They're more porky.
Despite being pork. But the other thing that happens is they think, oh, I can just run back to the bonfire and sit down and they will reset. And the pigs follow them over and you can't sit down and then they die.
You might say they're no chickens.
Whoa!
And if you attack
Listen, that's
them,
not okay. All right.
if you attack them, you're a bit of a turkey.
Ha!
Really hamming it up in here.
Oh dear.
I hate this. I do like that those bloodstains
This is
show you the one of the two outcomes I was mentioning.
Yep.
Yep.
There's a couple buildings over there we should try going in.
Yeah, I would like to go in them when I'm not.
Oh,
at
your
a
health,
silver
yeah.
health. Also, I should mention that while I was editing the video, I realized we were talking about the way that the health bar decreases, the curse effect, and restoring your humanity. And I did not realize that it like decreases slower per death than I thought. Like I thought it was like Dark Souls 1, where it's just like when you're cursed, it's just immediately half. But it are they back? They
yes,
are back.
they respawn.
I believe
Okay, I was hoping they wouldn't respawn.
it's like an 1/8 every time you die. I'm not sure
Yeah.
about that though.
So
And
it
then
was.
at
I guess I have to
to a
kill these pigs
maximum
again
of
since they
half.
don't reset.
All right, I have a ruler with me right now. I will measure.
Great.
Next time.
Well, I think I'm
Really cool.
currently at the minimum, so it can't go down
All right,
anymore.
no, like that's fine. But let me just—I'm gonna measure your health bar now. Don't level up your health between now and when you die. That's
All right. Oh, I missed that. You also sound like you sound really weird. It sounds like you're no longer talking into your microphone.
Oh, it's because I'm weak to my I've got.
Peregrine sounds underwater now.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this in centimeters because I feel like inches is not. I feel like Dark Souls 2 is a metric.
Drang Lake is definitely the metric system.
You're just under 9 centimeters long. Is what I'm getting here.
Well, I hope everyone has enjoyed me farming here for souls.
Oh, I love that farming game.
Stardew Valley?
Souls. I was thinking Stardew Valley, and I couldn't remember the name, and then I said Harvest.
That's okay.
There's
All right, I'm never going back there
Harvest
in that corner
Valley.
again.
Let's talk about Harvest Valley. Harvest Valley, my favorite farming simulator.
I thought Harvest
Those
Valley
animals
was the salad dressing, and Harvest Moon was the farming game. But I'm not sure anymore.
Those animals aren't going to cross you anymore.
Newman's Own, Harvest Valley.
Welcome to my shop. I'm Morlin, and I sell armor. Oh,
Hi,
sorry,
Mullen.
Please do have a look at my wares.
He's all right.
Could really use the business. If you'd be so kind.
A little down
I'll
on
give
his
you the
luck.
business.
It's not that kind of armor.
Okay, so I'm too poor for any of this.
Mood.
Yeah.
As unlike some of the merchants, his stock will change over the course of the game. So just
Okay.
kind of keep in mind that he might be worth revisiting.
Oh,
sometimes.
he's an investor, huh?
No, you're an investor in him.
Because his stock changes. Did you get it? Did you get my joke?
From Volgan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Have you been there?
I don't know how finance works.
He's from Vol'jin, not to be confused with the villain from Metal Gear Solid 3.
The wheels to get anywhere. But I didn't have the funding for that.
Is that
so
the
I
Snake
left
Eater
home
one?
In hopes of striking gold.
It is.
Hell yeah.
There's a big lightning man, and his name is Vol'jin.
Would you eat a
Or
snake?
Vol'gin.
Headway.
Sometimes I would eat a tree frog.
Okay,
Not-
so I would honestly say this. I would not eat a tree frog, but I would eat a snake.
Really?
I would eat.
A group calling
It
themselves the Blue
depends
Sentinel
on where
gained
you're
much
gonna
power.
eat it from. I wouldn't eat it out of a tree, but if it was like at a good restaurant, I would.
I
I
don't
would
know. Are there non-poisonous tree frogs? You know what? I have an internet with me.
In that game, there definitely are. I
There
can
are
say that
fish. There are fish that are poisonous if you're cooked wrong.
Where the hell am I?
That's a... Alright.
I almost ate one of those.
Tree
much. I
frog.
ask myself that
Cooked
too.
wrong or
man.
cooked correctly?
Why the hell am I
Where the
here?
hell am I here?
It's identical
Yep.
object.
Why is
Big
he?
mood.
He's
Ooh.
just sitting in this old house next to all these bloodstains. It's weird.
Oh, here's something I learned right now. As the name implies, these frogs are typically found in trees or other high-growing vegetation.
There you go.
Thanks,
Wow.
Wikipedia.
They do not normally descend to the ground except to mate and spawn.
Who
That's,
would have known?
I didn't realize tree frogs were so willing to lower their standards.
Ooh. Oh my.
Hell yeah.
Give me some of that. Alright. Well, that's great. I don't have anything to use it on yet, but because the blacksmith has done and gone himself
Alright,
locked
there's
out.
no note on the edibility, so I'm gonna Google edible tree frog.
Heck yeah.
Edible frog, wilderness survival. Ooh, Survivopedia. This looks promising. Maybe this will help you with the Dark Souls 2 playthrough. Frogs to avoid. As a rule, most frogs in the United States are safe to
Oh.
eat.
Nice cat.
Oh, undead are we?
Oh,
Oh my god, I
talking
love this
cat.
cat.
And one without much time remaining. Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say.
Oh my god.
That's rude.
Not exactly
We just
the
met.
time to be chatting with a cat.
This is me. I'm in this game,
Do you
I'm
want-
this cat.
Well,
Would you like a belly rub?
suit yourself.
Always.
Oh yes, you may call me Charcoal. Enchanté.
Enchanté. Oh my god, it's a French cat.
What did you want anyway?
Chakwa rules. One of my favorite NPCs in the game.
You smell wonderful.
Oh my god, this cat flirts like I do too. God, this cat sells items like I do. Just bones
You have,
and stones and
how-
skulls.
That's junk.
How useful are
Uncanny.
your rings, Peregrine?
Oh, my rings? Buy them at a high price, is what I say. There's how many rings does this cat sell? I don't even remember. 5 rings? That's more rings than I remember. Let's see, we got a Evil Eye ring. Big mood.
Oops.
Silver Cat ring. Just another big mood.
Legend has it that when cats grow old, a force brews within them. and
Red Eye
something
ring.
new is born.
Biggest mood. That's a ring with a... It's a normal ring, but with a shot of espresso in it.
I love this description. If you seek strife, then fair enough, but do not overdo
Yeah.
it.
Name engraved ring. I sell those on my Etsy. Every episode I'm gonna make an Etsy joke. That's just how this works. I'm sorry, everyone. If I had better material, I wouldn't be selling through Etsy.
Well, it works because I've searched so many Dark Souls 2 terms on Etsy to see if there were good homemade versions.
Now,
So-
this is a question. Have you seen the official Dark Souls 2 ring
This place is
sale
already
shops? There's a jeweler.
everything you
I have not.
waste away, so
I'm gonna
sell
try to pull up
it
this link
to
because
the
it's pretty great. I definitely saved it. Rings collection. It's in my bookmarks bar. I didn't even put it in a
There
folder.
there you go.
Torch.jp.
It's enough to keep even a cat amused.
God, love this cat. Oh.
Good laugh.
All right, I'm linking this in the chat here.
Those four who have grown so.
It's the life ring, but if you go to their main site, I think they have a.
They must have
Ooh, Blade of the Dark Moon
Nice.
pen. Oh my god. Oh my
For
god.
heaven's sake. No one even knows their names anymore.
Their names are in a wiki, Shakwar. Have you ever
Y'all-
heard of
No,
Extra Life?
no one knows.
Oh my god.
Wiki
They
doc.
sell. Hold on. This website sells a Emerald Herald shirt. I just want y'all to like
I think you need to
take a
start
look at
pasting
this
stuff in the
graphic
group
design.
DM.
There's a little Estes in the back and the bottom. Oh my god. I love this shirt.
Friends with the man by the sea. He's lost everything. Absolutely everything.
Yeah, we met him last time. He wasn't sure. He was very sad. One might
Yeah.
even say he was crestfallen.
Covenants are a type of, well, contract, you might say. You give something to gain something. That's the way humans like it, right? It might be just the thing you need. But what does a cat know?
I like this anti-capitalist cat.
Love
Yeah.
this cat.
Long ago, they called it Victor Stone, as I recall. If you wish to face greater challenges, speak to
Do
him.
I? Let me just go talk to this rock over
You'd
here.
just as well not.
Oh, there's a Nito t-shirt.
Is there
I-
a bigger mood than domesticated animals condemning humans for capitalism? I don't know.
That's a pretty big mood.
Isn't it wonderful?
This is the cat of big
He
moods.
just loves this cycle of decay and rebirth.
This place is fascinating. We receive
doesn't,
almost
really?
Okay,
two
I think we started
visitors.
looping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the first part of it.
Oh my. Haste makes waste.
Haste makes waste.
One of
Goodbye.
my favorite tiny touches is the different goodbye you get from characters if you just
Yeah,
walk
if you just
away
walk away
instead
yeah.
of leaving the combo
actually
normally.
choosing goodbye.
Yep.
Gotta be careful though. They'll destroy your sweater.
So
Is this the
I
Victor
warned
Stone?
you about this in the first episode. Full stop. Do not join this covenant. I will very rarely straight up tell you
Counter
to do or
argument.
not do something.
Counter
do not
argument.
join this covenant.
You could join
Is
this
this
covenant.
is this the stone that that the cat was just
Yes.
talking about? Okay.
You can
What is
interact
this?
with it. It's fine. And we
some
wanted to
bones.
get the free homeward bones, but
Okay.
yeah, you can
Feel like
interact with it and it's safe. But yeah,
Oh, I don't think I have one of these, and I don't want to do that. Okay.
that is.
But
the
like,
covenant.
if
That
the
is-
covenant's
that is-
getting awe stones, how bad could it be?
I feel like a dog should be the one that gives you a homeward bone, not a cat. I'm just saying.
Cats make the bones. The dogs just collect them.
It's very true. Okay. I think that's about it for Majula. I could go down this other path, but I think that maybe I'll keep going the way that I have already and save that for another episode. We'll try the
Yeah,
second
just as long as you know that that's kind of in the back of your mind.
Yeah. So I wanted to also... Oh, I wanted to check my inventory. Because I got this. What is which one of these is the actual like amount that it blocks?
Should be the number on the top right.
Yeah, this is a 75%.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not very good.
That's a solid C. Listen,
It's
at
better
top
than-
American institutions, that would be a B+.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, it might be better than... Because, like, I haven't really been loving the whole left-handed wand. I think I might be better off doing wand on the right hand and then equip this, and then I can switch if I need to, and then just have. Oh wait, I can't even use it.
I wasn't paying attention to the stat requirements. You need 7 strength and 13 dex. What are we at?
Oh geez, yeah.
Wow.
What are we at?
Bad. We are at we are at bad player status. Yeah, so we are at 3 strength and 7 dex. So
be a little while.
I think I will never use a shield at this rate. If I can't use the crappiest one.
You'll get there. Maybe
the shield chooses the wizard.
It's true.
Just for people who don't know why I was so adamant about staying out of that covenant, it, among other things, it boosts enemy HP usually around 20%, sometimes as much as 50%. And
it's that one.
Yeah.
So it's a great covenant. I still don't understand why you're
it's a thing for people doing challenge runs. I was going to say and masochists, but that seems redundant. And I say that as somebody who started a Soul Level 1 playthrough of Dark Souls 1 a few days ago.
Wow. That cat was selling stones, but here you are throwing them.
No, I've mostly been throwing fireballs that do a truly hilarious amount of damage.
You're doing a Soul Level 1 run as a pyromancer. Yeah, real challenge.
That's the build. That's...
Shots fired.
Look, if I was going to do it the tedious way, I might as well just do fists only. Like, why even use a weapon?
I'm just saying, you're the one calling yourself a masochist here, and if that were true,
The masochistic part of that playthrough so far has been having to start from scratch and do about half an hour of preamble before trying to fight K-Log about 8 times before Mildred finally helped out instead of just getting trapped at the fog door and dying immediately. It was very funny.
That's pretty good.
It's been a good time since then. There's a video of a Taurus demon fight that I think I posted.
I definitely saw that. That was a very good video.
For the people listening, the fight. I entered the fight. Killed 2 goobers that are in the arena with you. And killing them took about as long as killing the actual boss, because basically I tried to dodge around him, but sort of got caught on his leg, and then he went and stood on a ledge, and I hit him once, and he just jumped off. Like, he saw how much damage I did, and said no.
Gravity.
I'll take my chances with the fall. Little.
Why do we fall, Master Bruce?
I don't know what the movie where they jump. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance. They jump off a thing in that movie, right?
They jump
spoilers
off 2 things.
Spoilers for like a 50-year-old movie, but you know.
All right, what movie? Let's name movies where people don't jump off of things. Let's start there and then see where we're at.
Elf.
Is there not a jump scene in Elf?
Oh no, there definitely is. He jumps off a lot of stuff.
I would be surprised, yeah, because Santa flies a sled. I mean, there's some... I'd put some jump scenes in that movie. That's all I'm saying. What about... Okay, all the Harry Potter movies have jump scenes. Definitely the Lord of the Rings movies. I don't think I've seen any other movies, if I'm being honest.
Fair.
Forest Fallen Giants, that's what it's called.
I think all the Miyazaki movies have jumping.
I would love to do like one of the movie trivia games with someone who has as little movie knowledge as me, and just have everyone in like stream it. I mean, and like have everyone in the chat be like super annoyed.
Mo, I'm here for you anytime. because as much as that was a joke, it's partially not.
Yeah. Oh, I see like one movie a year.
The list of movies that I really should have seen by now that I have not seen yet is very long and embarrassing. So I can join you on this quest.
We're streaming Dark Souls 2 currently, so I mean, like, how many movies can we have actually seen?
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's how I see it.
We got our priorities in order. We got the best Dark Souls game more than any movies.
Is this some warm up combat that we're doing here?
This is just a little bit of farming.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
I guess you could say that we're scholars of the first cinema sin.
No.
You could?
No. I refuse.
I think you could.
You say that.
Yeah. I would say that.
What was I gonna say? Cinderella, I don't think anyone falls.
No, off something or like stumbles?
So I'm thinking like,
Oh, how did you see me from there? I thought I was safe.
Shooting at you for quite a
That's a
while.
long shot.
Somebody's got some push-ups to do, I think.
Yeah, go.
I was just gonna
hit the
say,
deck.
it's okay. How many should I do? How many? What's a good like number? It's been a while.
I don't know how
Push-ups
what
or-
your capacity is.
Push-ups. We're doing push-ups.
I would say 8 sets of 8.
8. Okay, we'll do 8. I think that's a good number.
It's manageable
All right. Let me.
to a point at least.
I'll be right back.
All right, I was planning to clear out that area and then also fight the big guy, but maybe I don't need to fight the big guy now and see if I can get enough for a level. Just as a little bit of a warm-up before we really get going. It's been a couple weeks.
You gotta kindle the bonfire, you know?
Yeah, stoke the flames.
Yeah. Get that, you know.
You gotta lose souls to make souls.
That's how crypto works.
Oh, what would be a good, like, what would we call a Dark Souls cryptocurrency?
Soul coin. Like, come on.
I know that's like the obvious answer. I want like
Estus coin. Or like, are there any like, you know how it's like the rule of the internet that like when you make a thing, you have to just make it called the thing but with no vowels? Is there any naming convention similar to that for like crypto stuff besides just adding coin to the end?
Not really.
What if you call it like what are the? Is it rusted coin? Isn't that the item we found on our way here?
That's an item.
That's a little too literal though.
True.
There's got to be like just a slam dunk like Bitcoin.
Havel
You could just
coin.
call it the curse.
You could.
Bearer of the curse. Oh, that'd be. I don't hate that. I think that's pretty good.
Oh, that's right. I have to go back to level. Okay, so I don't even know how many souls it takes.
It might show
So-
you on the character screen. I can't remember if they started that in this one or in 3. I think it might have been this one because of the...
Oh, that shows you soul level?
Yeah, like if you look on your stats,
Player status, yeah.
Oh yeah, 997.
yeah, you need another 110.
Okay.
I don't
So
know if
then-
Dark Souls 3 still shows that, does it?
It should, because it has kind of the same thing where you need to travel back. What makes it weird is that Bloodborne does not. Bloodborne, you just get to think about it.
I mean, but also in Bloodborne, it's just an excuse to talk to the doll, and honestly, who wouldn't?
If you're not speedrunning. The speedrunners, they murder her every time because it's faster.
That's
It's
okay.
It's very rude.
I
Yeah.
I don't care how fast you gotta go. My rule of going fast is that if I do something that Sonic T. Hedgehog, the canonically fastest video game character ever, wouldn't do, I'm not going fast at all. And you know what Sonic wouldn't do? Sonic would not murder that doll.
It's true.
I have... Can a character that can teleport... Is a character that can teleport faster than Sonic the Hedgehog?
No.
Why not?
Because teleportation is not you going fast.
It's you getting to a place. Teleportation would beat Sonic in a race.
Covering a lot of
That's
distance
not-
quickly is not the same as fast movement. Because the teleportation is not a movement.
Alright, first of all,
Isn't it? You're moving.
I'm just gonna say
You're
that
moving
there's limitations to teleportation. You can only go from one spot to another in like a set pattern, right? Like, what if you had to race to Hogwarts Castle? Sonic could get there easy, but Hogwarts has the thing that means you can't teleport to it.
In Star Trek, the way teleportation works is you are literally broken down like on a quantum level, stored in a computer's memory, beamed somewhere, and then reassembled. I wouldn't say that's movement. Sometimes it goes horribly wrong.
I mean, the bits have to move somewhere.
Yeah,
this is
into
gonna
Bitcoins.
this is gonna get into some. I don't think that. I'm sure there's cryptocurrency in Star Trek, or there will be, as soon as they can find a way to make the Ferengi invented. But I
Oh, no, there is a Bitcoin in Star Trek. It's midichlorians.
Oh, I can't.
Yes, that's your final name. Is the
Yes,
did I say something wrong?
I literally can't.
It's a good series while it lasted.
Yep, that's all the time we've got. Thanks for joining us. Okay, I'm gonna pop those. I think I should be able to get 2 levels out of that, and then we will head over to the next new area. Unless there was something else I missed, obviously, but
No, we're
I think
good.
I
We're-
cleared
we're-
out that area with the big pile of undead pretty thoroughly.
No, this is Dark Souls 2, so it would have been something you've riven.
Mm,
Bearer of the good. Seek soul. Seek the
see,
king.
see,
Yes, this
la-
man.
Level up.
Riven is the sequel to Myst for all you youngins out there.
Okay, cool. I've got 2 more.
Oh, I didn't even get that.
It had 6 CD-ROMs that you
I
had to
think
swap.
I'm in the older half of people on this stream at the very least.
Actually, how old is everyone? Am I allowed to ask that? I'm like curious now.
I'm 31.
I'm 32.
Oh, I'm not the oldest. Yes.
linear time is a false idea. You just
Alright,
live in this
I am
endless
in the
cycle
younger house
of
now.
birth and weird nonsense timelines that sometimes intersect and sometimes do not.
I'm only 28, so y'all call my
We're all
bluff.
pretty close.
I'm just here to collect the 4 great rapper souls so that I can meet King Kendrick.
Oh, I'm disappointed by who you made the king.
Vendrick to
So-
Kendrick is so easy. Come on, where
No,
is
I
that
know.
supposed to go?
I know, but just in terms of rappers who are the king of rap.
I mean, King Push calls himself King Push all the time, but there's no. That doesn't sound like Vendrick.
That's
Would
true.
you say it's worth starting to put points into like physical stats just to get them reasonable, or
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. You're gonna get a lot of levels, so don't.
yeah?
And
you're gonna
you-
get
and,
so many levels.
And also, even more importantly, you can respec pretty easily.
That's true. Yeah.
So don't worry about it the way you might in the first game or in Bloodborne, where you can't rearrange stuff.
Yeah, I just think that like 3 strength is prohibitively low. As much as it's not directly contributing to anything that I'm doing right this moment, like I imagine that a decent amount of stuff will have
your dagger.
requirements.
You're doing some dagger business. Is that a strength or a dex weapon?
I think that was Dex, but it was also incredibly short range. So that's why I'm using this kind of crappy broken sword right now,
What?
and mostly relying on my magic.
Yeah. That,
Yeah,
alright.
in my IMO, you want to get those stats up to like low teens, so you can have like a decent sword and a decent shield.
Yeah,
And-
I wouldn't go any higher than that, obviously.
Yeah.
But and then like I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to pump attunement until I can buy more spells or find some.
Yep.
So the cast speed,
Yeah, I
I don't know
agree
how
there.
much of a difference that makes, but we'll get there.
Not a ton.
The cast
Okay.
speed will matter once you. The cast speed increases so slowly that
Yeah,
you will
it'll
notice
matter
a
over the course of the
difference late in the game. But
Right. Okay,
early on,
I'll
it's
just do this
not.
for now.
Yeah.
But at
I mean,
some
you're
point,
never
you'll
gonna
just
keep-
want to grind for like 5 levels of attunement.
Yeah. I put a point in endurance as well because
Somehow
endurance is
I
always
never
good.
noticed that she pulls out a little wand when she's doing the glowy animation.
Oh my god. What do you think her wand is? Sorry, I've been listening to a lot of The Shrieking Shack. Shout out to that podcast.
That is a very good podcast.
That was like
I,
my last week, so it's
I don't
fresh
know.
on my mind.
The
I don't know
Shrieking
what
Shack,
that
for people who don't know, is
podcast is.
a Harry Potter podcast that the description the hosts give it is it's a Harry Potter podcast for lapsed fans. It is two people who used to be really into the books, doing a reread and also talking about J.K. Rowling's execrable Twitter presence and the new movies and Johnny Depp being horrible and stuff, kind of as those events happen over the course that they've been doing it.
Wait, I'm doing the Drew Scanlon face. Johnny Depp's in Harry Potter?
Oh yeah, he's Wizard Hitler in the new movies.
He's the one that Dumbledore likes.
Those are two very different answers. What?
No, those are the same person.
You gotta hear both sides, Mel. Is what you. Anyway, you could
Dumbledore's
really,
not
you could really
a
say
centrist.
You could say
though.
that's
Is he?
Dumbledore, I wouldn't
the
describe
Shrieking Shack.
Dumbledore as a centrist, but Dumbledore definitely canonically had a romantic fling with Grindelwald, who's the villain of the new movies, and can fairly be described as Wizard Hitler.
But also, you won't see the romantic fling in the movies. They've made that.
Oh well, it is a Harry Potter movie after all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, speaking of the
it's-
devil.
The podcast is a lovely podcast. It's very, very funny. And it's been lovely to hear ZC and Liz go through those books again, because
Yeah.
I haven't read
Cool.
them since probably the last time they read them before the podcast.
I've never read them, so I'll have a little.
Oh, book. It's really at this point. It's just like the Dark Souls of books.
I
Is
hate
it-
that so much. I hate that so much. I hate that so much.
Good, thank you.
That's like legitimately offensive.
Anyway, do not hold Peregrine's crimes against a wonderful podcast that I think is
It's
About
almost
a
impossible not
quarter-
to, but I'll do my
about
best.
a quarter of the way through the fourth book. They are kind of past the point. They are past the peak and are starting the long descent into madness.
Okay, I like book 5. I'm gonna go on record. And offer the controversial opinion that I liked book 5 the most.
Hi, Malencia.
Hot
I am
takes.
super curious to see what they think about 5 when they actually get to it.
I like the ending of book 5 is the only time that the Harry Potter books to me like did a good fantasy fiction like thing. Which is maybe that just outs me as a certain specific type of awful nerd. But you know what? Y'all have heard my puns. I can't hide from this.
I don't think I care for this game characterizing Malencia as a hag. Like, I wonder if that's the character.
The
Sort of.
H is silent. It's she's an ag.
Oh, okay. She's into agriculture. I get it.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Aggies, which is a mascot for Sean College. I can't remember right now.
Texas A&M.
Is it Texas A&M?
Yep.
Nice.
She's
Yeah,
telling
there it
us
is. Yeah.
She's telling us about the fallen giants that make up the forest we've been running around. But also, who knows if any of what she says is true.
Thanks for falling, Giants. Makes it easier to stand on your shoulders.
Yeah. She's done. We'll see her again.
Is she gonna not be here next time?
Not in this location, but she is not gone.
Okay, because
We'll
she has
meet-
some
we'll-
stuff I want to buy, and I'm poor, so I should have.
Yeah, do not worry about that. We'll be able to
Alright.
buy anything she has.
That's good. Yeah, I saw that she has a spell, which I would like to then have 60 soul arrows instead of 30, and she also had the key to the blacksmith shop. So,
Yep.
Yep, those are both good buys.
All right, well, I think now is as good a time as ever to pop this human effigy. Oh, I have to wait. I have to go to the bonfire to do this.
No, I don't think you do.
No, humanity you can eat anytime in this game.
Okay. When it says burn, is that not the same thing, or is
Oh,
that,
that's not an effigy. That's a different item.
Okay, I must not have it then.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll just go ahead and munch on this effigy then.
Yeah.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Unlike the first game, you do not need to go to a fire to. reverse
Ah,
the wall.
so beautiful. Once
I'll be
again,
back.
I can't. It's been restored.
Final Fantasy
I
Dark Souls 2,
forgot about
Lightning
the
Returns.
tattoo. I forgot about the tattoo.
Oh wow, I did too.
It's a... That's it's the horse
Uh.
summon. Ixion?
We did a good job last stream.
We
or
did.
Last
Yes.
recording. Last episode.
All right. What is this? Oh, that's a summon. Okay, I don't want to do that.
Let's see who it is, just to because
you can-
I'm always curious.
Oh.
That is a real person. There are still people playing this game.
Oh wow, Julio.
It's everybody's favorite emperor.
Or boxer, depending on
Et tu, Bruno?
where they're coming from.
Well, they're not. If they were a boxer, there are weapons for that in this game.
It's true.
Yeah, it's called No Weapons, Fists Only. It's Final Destination.
Yeah, I have a habit of, even if I don't intend to use them, checking out summon signs just to, like... Fashion is a very important part of these games for me, and I like seeing what nonsense people are wearing.
Makes sense.
It's worth putting up with the occasionally terrible gamer bro names.
I was just gonna say, like, I like checking up the risk
Oh.
of my stream being unviewable.
I got so irritated by somebody in the Switch version of Dark Souls 1 naming themselves Get Good Bro, spelled the way you would think. All one
Oh,
word,
like
no
GitHub,
spaces.
yeah.
I got so irritated by that when they summoned me to fight a boss in the first game that I immediately went to the home screen on my Switch and hard quit the game instead of helping them. It's the only
Nice.
time I've done that in that version. The
You know, that
Switch-
boss fight became a lot harder because you did that.
Well, fuck them.
and
That was the
and I
point.
Well, you're
Definitely.
helping them get good, is what you're doing.
Yeah, I definitely died when you did that to me.
Well, you should have lived up to your name. Then. I will say that in my experience, the players doing the first game on Switch have been more chill and less terrible with their names than what I remember the PS4 ones being.
That's good.
And I don't
good.
know if that's like confirmation bias or something, and I just don't remember my playthrough on the PS4, my first one, accurately or what.
Hold up. We don't have a Don't Give Up skeleton.
Wait,
We have other
I've,
skeletons, but we don't have a Don't Give Up skeleton.
I voted up the hurrah skeleton. Okay, look,
That's good,
listen,
though.
we can fix
That's
this.
The canonical
fix
Don't
this.
Give Up skeleton is elsewhere. You will sometimes see it at other skeletons, and you can leave the message if you don't see one yourself. But I would say the only time to be disappointed is if you don't see it at the canonical one.
I don't even remember where that is.
That's
The first one I saw was here.
The the one I refer to as the canonical one is in a much later area. It is the one in the image that made that phrase like a meme. It is in a very specific location. I would say if you are playing online and you get to that spot and don't see like at least 2 or 3 instances of that message, your playthrough might be cursed.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
You're
welcome.
doing the Lord's work here.
All right. So this seems suspiciously like I need to light it in order to open this door. At least the message seems to be, or maybe I just need. This is like a convenient place when I can open this to like be able to get fire from. Right now I'm not doing too great on health, but I also don't have very many souls, so I feel like I don't have a whole lot to lose. So.
All right, now you gotta find book pages.
Are we going back to Mist again? Because this is.
He entered the mist. We entered the mist here.
I don't. This game has really good levers in it, but I don't remember as many lever puzzles.
Oh dang!
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's friendship.
Caught
time
sleeping
now.
there.
Friendship is magic. That's why we hit him with the spell.
Yep. Spell it out for him.
Gave him a shot of friendship.
All right, so there's an archer there. I've got some warriors and stuff there. Oof. All right. That's fine. I'm not very far from home, so I can go back if I need to. Let's go ahead and drink that. I want to get up to a place where I'm not being shot at from multiple directions, like up here.
Yeah, this bridge is totally good.
This bridge definitely does not seem like a place where I would fight a big guy like that.
No, never. Have
we seen one of these boys before? No, we haven't. I like this enemy.
Try control.
Whoa!
Exactly what I hoped was happening happened.
Well, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Some people say, I had to do it to him, but in this case, he did it to himself.
It's true.
The immortal words of Radiohead again. You do it to yourself. You do.
Yeah, they don't do that song so much anymore.
I thought you were going to say in
song,
the immortal words of Radiohead, "Congratulations, you played yourself."
That's from one of their later albums. I didn't want to, since no one listened to past OK Computer.
Tom York told some press outlet or other that he's finishing up a new solo album right now. I assume the trouble he and Nigel are having are just where to fit the DJ Khaled ad-libs.
Yeah, DJ Khaled's been trying to get Radiohead and Justin Bieber in the studio for a while, and it'll happen. That's what DJ Khaled does.
DJ Khaled builds bridges.
Yep.
Now I'm extremely nervous to roll into some barrels and have them just blow up.
Come on,
that's sad because I love rolling through barrels.
I believe you'll be able to tell them visually once you get a better look at the
Well, these look a little bit more reddish brown, and these are probably okay.
Those are just boxes.
Yeah. Also, there's not really a whole lot of stuff usually in those anyway. It's just fun to make them explode.
No one puts boxes no one puts explosives in boxes. But fun fact. One of the most potent explosives is a chemical that looks like a box. So there you go. Or you know.
If I could get 175
you have to make it look like a box.
More, actually.
Let me. I'll send another link to chat because that's what I'm here for. But one of the most This is a cool thing of chemistry, but one of the most potent explosives is butane. It's just a box of carbon.
Oh,
Just a box.
Let me send this to y'all because it's fun. Right, there you go.
Yes, you are still there. Thank you. Okay.
Oh yeah, she doesn't move away until you reload the
So you
zone.
rest. Yeah. Okay, so I need to use the little one. And oh, but I can't. I need to level up again to be able to use it. All right, that's fine. I just wanted to take care of this while she's here.
Yeah, my advice would be to buy it now and worry about the level later.
Yeah, because
you
like
can-
this will be
Yeah.
huge for my ability to like go around without running out of resources.
yep.
So
Absolutely.
the other thing, the blacksmith key, I only have one Titanite shard, so that's not like a priority.
You generally want to buy every soul arrow you can find, no matter what the strength or like. Even if you get like even if you come across a weak one late game, it's still going to be helpful.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I love these Ocarina of Time bird sounds in the background.
It's me, the person who played through this entire game using a giant shield and only soul arrows.
So I played one with the big shield and sword build.
Yep.
So
What if a certain character nicknamed The Rock loved magic? Was my build.
You Havel the wait. Give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna think of a great pun on this, and then everyone.
I didn't
laugh.
want to make spoilers, so you know.
Oh, but that's the. What you said.
I said The Rock, but not his name.
But you made it sound like they didn't already love magic, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson canonically loves magic. So I just don't.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson loves movie magic.
He does.
Is there anything Dwayne The Rock Johnson does not love?
being called The Rock.
I'm not sure about that. He seems to be okay with that. It's made him a lot of
thought-
money.
I'd feel
I
bad.
thought he was. I thought he wanted to leave that behind.
Oh,
Maybe I'm mistaken.
Kevin Hart at the beginning of every movie,
Oh no! All the barrels are gone.
that's.
and then by the end of every movie, they're like best friends.
Oh, you just.
The remaining barrels got stepped on.
See, I said I didn't know anything about movies, but I lied.
Wow! I can't believe you lied to me like that. I
Yeah.
confided in you that I know nothing about movies, and then you turned around and know things.
Do you also like ice cream too?
Not really.
You don't hate ice cream though, right? You're just not.
I
like, into
just
it.
think it's overrated.
That's not the same as hating ice cream though. It's not. Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it's overrated. Like I see people like with lines out the door for like bougie ice cream shops near me, and it's just like, is this really like a line out the door type of thing that we're doing here? That's where my overratedness comes from. Unless it's like 105 degrees, like we're lying out the door for this. That's just, I don't know. That's my whole ice cream is overrated perspective.
Thanks.
It's line out the door overrated. It's not like inedible. Ice
I
cream's
mean,
good, but
it's
like
good, but it's no cronut.
Keep walking onto
yeah.
random enemies, and I don't like it.
It's a croissant and a donut in like one
Yep.
thing.
Okay, so that goes
A
back to
croissant?
where I was.
a croissant churro would be good.
A Chiron.
Like each layer of the laminated dough had cinnamon and sugar in
Oh.
it too.
Wow.
That would
Isn't
be
that just
good.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal?
If you added like a ton of butter,
Because there's swirls of cinnamon sugar in every bite.
but it lacks the butter.
I don't think you can see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch more.
I mean, talk about overrated cereals, but
Oh, come on.
Oh, let's
Is there
get the
anything?
hot takes.
Is there anything else from my childhood that you don't want to destroy?
All right, what's everyone's favorite breakfast cereal? Let's put this out there. Let's raise the stakes.
I have
Let's
a,
raise the flakes, everyone.
I have a historical answer, but to be real, I haven't actually eaten breakfast cereal at an hour anyone would ever describe as breakfasty. And
Oh, no one eats breakfast cereal at breakfast. Come on, that's lies.
Yeah.
That's false advertising.
okay. Just wanted to
the way the only times I've eaten cereal in like the last decade have been at like 4 a.m. and I've gotten like a carton of milk and eaten the whole box and then not eaten the next day until like 4 p.m. So technically it's breakfast because it's fueling me during the breakfast hours.
Nah. The only time I've eaten cereal is in podcast form.
that's a noise everybody loves to hear on a microphone.
But yeah, my top cereal would be Golden Grams.
Oh, okay, respectable.
Golden Grams, potentially underrated.
I would say Golden Grams are underrated. I feel like Golden Grams. I mean, they haven't gone platinum yet.
I didn't want to make a whole thing out of it, but I am actually the person that Mo is insulting with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, diss.
I like this. This is gonna come up in like 3 episodes. We're gonna bring this beat back.
Talk to this man. Talk to this new
Cinnamon Toast
friend.
Crunch is good. I think when I was a kid, I liked that Reese's peanut butter puffs cereal.
Reese's Puff cereal.
I would rather
Nothing
just
like
eat
some
actual
chocolate and peanut butter for
Reese's.
breakfast.
Yeah. The
I'd
fact
rather-
that that's not like nutrition facts like that different from other cereals always blew my mind, and just like what
How
is
did they do
happening?
it?
Like, yeah, and probably is more of a reference of on other cereals than on the Reese's candy cereal, but either way, that is a good cereal.
I these days I don't really have a ton of cereal, but like I just typically will just go for like a box of granola with raisins and stuff. So
Oh.
it's kind of boring, but
Old.
listen, I already said I was kind of old.
Um,
But I would take a savory plate of eggs and sausage any day.
Sorry if I'm talking over this important dialogue here.
My name is Kale.
I had like a conference this summer, and they had like it was a
I'm navigating
college
a
cafeteria.
continent to create a map.
I ate like eggs with jalapeno and like black olives
Why cartography?
every day. It was a delicious combination. And
You had me until the olives.
listen, I know that like the black canned olives like aren't good, but at the same time, they're salty. I like salt.
Curse?
But to answer the actual question, Cocoa Rice Krispies. Cocoa Krispies.
Oh, that's
As
a
they
good
used-
one.
As they used to be called Cocoa Krispies, but then they rebranded.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
was,
a
it was like the
cereal fan.
monkey. It was a monkey mascot.
I've always been very fond.
It was Cocoa Krispies, and then they Kellogg's rolled it into the Snap Crackle Pop branding.
Wasn't the mascot just Diddy Kong?
Kinda.
To this land
I always just thought it was Diddy Kong.
That's pretty. I mean, it was basically Diddy Kong, and then what they did was they had a Rice Krispies treat cereal, which actually was also pretty good.
Oh, that's a rather
And
spacious mansion.
then like they looped everything as like there's Rice Krispies, there's Rice Krispie treat cereal, and then there's like Cocoa Rice Krispies, and they're all like various zany Snap Crackle Pop
Inside the mansion, I
covers.
found a strange map.
Shout out to putting bananas in your Rice Krispie cereal. That's
What?
that shit's good.
Banana. Okay, all right.
Are you a banana hater?
I'm not a banana hater, but bananas and milk.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Bananas.
You don't
yes.
like banana smoothies and shakes and stuff?
Okay, so this I know is like a hot take, bad take kind of situation here. I do not like a smoothie.
Don't seem to recall.
That's fine.
What am I to
I
do
mean,
with you?
everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Were you looking?
I mean,
Bless your-
that is a
bless-
wrong opinion. I'm gonna say it. Like I understand.
Bless your heart.
That's a wrong opinion, but I just do not. Do not.
Is this NPC just like a big tease that this game will have a map and then it actually doesn't because it's a Dark Souls game?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I actually really like this guy.
All right. Well, I got a key at least. That's something.
Yeah. So what he was saying was he came to Drang Lake and he can't really remember why or sort of what his deal was. Something about a curse, which is why you showed up. But he kind of his memory is fuzzy now because reasons.
Well, digging in the dirt for 300 years will do that to you.
Oh, you know what it was.
The main thing that's keeping him going now is that he loves maps. So he wants to make a map of Drang Lake, and then he tells you that he's been squatting in this mansion in Majula and gives you the keys to his house so that you can go visit him.
Oh, that's nice. I wonder if the curse was brought about by people who don't like smoothies.
Possibly.
All right, now that's a little. Now it's getting personal here.
Is it?
But yeah,
I won't deny that I'm cursed, but there's other reasons for that.
My breakfast these days is generally just a smoothie.
My breakfast is a smoothie, but the only ingredient is coffee beans.
Yeah, fair.
Am I a horrible person if I usually skip breakfast and just have a bunch of coffee?
That's what I do.
All right.
And I'm a horrible person, so
Go
yes,
Team Coffee.
actually. But welcome.
You and I are both monsters.
Always good to meet a
Okay,
kindred spirit. Here's the key to my house.
Yeah. That should be the end of him. Yeah, so he gave us a key to his place. He said, we should hang out sometime.
Don't go in.
Oh, by the way, there's this weird noise in my basement. Not this
I mean,
episode.
that's listen.
Not this episode necessarily, but we should go check out his basement sometime.
Y'all ever had a basement? Because those things are nothing but weird noises.
Oh, Amber Herb.
Shout out to Amber.
What does the Amber Herb do?
I don't remember in this case.
Here it is. Oh, it's the get a few more spells back. Okay.
Nice.
I keep forgetting that I
handy.
have that, but I only have a few of them, so generally I've been trying to not overextend myself anyway, because that's
Yeah,
a
and
way to get
we're
killed.
not far from our bonfire.
Although I'm not. Oh, I can go up here. Okay. I was gonna say I'm not really sure how to get back, but I was gonna go here after going into that cave and almost
Climb
being
that
hit by a
ladder.
huge boulder.
I'm glad we met Kale. He's easy to miss, but I kind of like him as just kind of this nerd who's not really sure why he's here, but
Relatable.
So
Yeah.
relatable.
yeah.
Pull back. Never. I will charge forward.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. So there's loot over there, but I don't see any way to get there from here. And I don't know if that's somewhere related to where I've been yet, so whatever.
Oh, I know where that is. Yeah. We'll get to know that area eventually.
Yeah.
So I was playing. I introduced my my partner to Mario Party.
Sorry,
to what?
sorry. Back up.
To the hit Nintendo game that there have been 11 of, Mario Party.
What's I didn't realize Nintendo was getting into the marriage business. What's that? all
No,
about?
Mario.
Yeah.
He's,
Why?
he's a plumber who fights turtles or something.
Plumber who fights her. Oh, Mario. You're talking about Mario.
No, I'm talking about Mario. Red hat, big mustache.
Wait, Mario or Mario? Which one of
Mario.
them has red hair?
So
No, Red Hat
SpaghettiOs
is
have a red sauce, and Mario has a red hat.
I'm used to being feeling a bit lost when a Dark Souls game is happening, but not for the reasons that I feel lost right now.
Are SpaghettiOs a cereal?
Yes.
If you want them to be.
Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, Mario Party.
Only if you. Yeah, Mario Party. It's Yeah, I introduced her to the joys of losing on the last turn 2 games in a row.
Wow,
Nice.
2 games in a row. How many turns?
Just 10-turn games. But in the first game, she didn't know that, or not. She knew, but like she didn't realize that I was gonna.
Oh.
I stole.
It's still good. It's still good.
I stole her star because she was the only person that had gotten a star at that point, and then I got I got the 2 post-game awards and won that one, and then the second one I had a golden what's it called thing, and got to the
golden,
first
what's it called thing?
Mario?
the golden tube, the golden pipe.
Oh, that's...
And got 1 star, and then the second star
Nope,
like
that's
spawned
not.
like on my same move's path, so I got 2
Oh.
stars in 1 turn, and she was not super thrilled.
It sounds like she
But
has
yeah.
had an accurate representation
Yeah.
of what
Yeah,
the Mario
The
Party
true
experience
Mario
is.
Party experience.
very much. I'm actually from somewhere where the pronunciation is canonically Mario. It's something I've noticed, that just like one of those weird regional things.
You're from the Megaverse, is what I'm learning here. You're from Dranglaic, where everyone's cursed.
I don't think the curse has anything to do with how they pronounce the word Mario.
It's Mario.
I mean, I would say it's not clear to us from what we know why they're cursed, you know? So it could be anything, really.
Yep.
How do you pronounce Luigi?
Louis, the same way as you, Luigi.
Okay.
Loogie.
I'm just checking. I want to make sure. How do you pronounce Peach?
Peach.
Okay. I'm just trying to kind of, like check for any kind of reasoning behind the one very specific mispronunciation we're dealing
Oh no,
with
it's just some people pronounce it with a hard A, and some people pronounce it with a.
How do you pronounce Daisy?
You
That
mean
must
Daisy?
be-
Sorry, no, Daisy? Do you know the Mario character Daisy?
There must be some, 10-minute explainer video by NPR or something on YouTube that talks about regional accents in the U.S. and maybe not directly explains Mario versus Mario, but sort of...
Mhm.
you
Oh
know.
yeah, it's a whole hard A versus soft A thing.
Yeah. I love NPR. They do good work there over at National Pronunciation Rankings.
Do you pronounce radio? No, you don't. It's radio.
I've been talking about Radiohead this whole time. Where have you been? It's like 3 discrete references to different Radiohead songs.
Yeah, well, you insulted me by saying "OK Computer" was their best album. So
I said that no one listens past that album. Listen, that is not my favorite.
Episode 2 and the knives are coming out.
Another great Radiohead song. Thank you.
Is this
Proof that I have listened past OK Computer. Okay, I'm gonna go on record. Favorite cereal, Cocoa Krispies. Favorite Radiohead album. I'm gonna go with Hail to the Thief as a full album.
Where are you
but
going?
Kid A has some jams. Just the Dark Souls of Music discourse. Anyway,
I don't know how to really sort of engage with this conversation because I'm a mildly reformed version of the kind of person who sort of can't see Radiohead live anymore unless they're within 30 feet of the front of the crowd, because they've done that so many times that they're sort of spoiled. And if that means they have to, you know, wake up super early and get in line really early to, you know, not be in the back, or will just skip shows entirely because they don't want to deal with being, like, not up front. Yeah. Like, I've seen them 8 times.
Wow.
I didn't get to go.
Dedication.
They did 2 shows at United Center over the summer, and I only got to go to one of them for financial reasons, but also because when I tried to get tickets to the first one before the second one was announced, I could not get the general admission floor tickets, and I am not interested in seeing that band anymore unless it is under, relatively speaking, ideal circumstances, because I've done it way too many times. And so they eventually announced a second show at the United Center, and I went to that one. And they played a song from Pablo Honey that they hadn't played in literally a decade. So that worked out.
Wow. Oh.
Wait, sorry. Are you... I'm going to do some push-ups, so I'm pretty sure there's death, and also...
I just got lit up.
Someone said that they were happy that Radiohead played something off of Pablo Honey, which I've got some opinions about. So I'm
it was Blowout, the last song in the album, and far and away the best song on that album. Peregrine will get to give me opinions on the song Blowout once they are done doing push-ups.
Yep.
Okay, you're fine. That's fine.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Peregrine.
okay with that take. No, it's okay. Listen, I gotta work through some things.
I'm not wild about that album, but Blowout's really good, and that's one of the few songs that I would ever want to hear them perform that I have not yet. I would say the high point of my seeing that band in person was a long time ago, when they did a tour of a bunch of small venues to try out songs from what would become In Rainbows on the road. I feel like Austin has talked on some podcast or something recently, or maybe it was the charity stream, about that tour's version of Videotape. Because it was a lot different than how it turned out on record. But I got to be at the show where they performed All I Need for the first time.
That's cool.
And being in a room of, it was about 3,500 to 4,000 people who are all as, like, super into Radiohead as you are, and Tom makes it clear that they're doing a new one for the first time publicly. Like, I have never heard a room that quiet. Like, nobody was
cool.
breathing. It was, the way it felt was wild.
That's cool.
Like, it was the kind of crowd that would shush people if they were trying to be noisy during the opening part of Exit Music, which is hilarious.
That's...
But I
Wow.
I have very rarely in my life felt anything as, like, sort of strange and, like, electric as, like, and then everybody holds their breath for 5 minutes. Like, no. Oh man,
That's the most, like, Radiohead fan consistent story ever.
I have a fun, maybe infuriating for you all, game we could play right now called How Many Radio Songs Do You Think You Could Name?
Wait, like current radio songs?
No, Radiohead songs.
Oh,
like
too many.
songs. Just give ballpark number, like, you know, how many?
God.
If there was like a Jeopardy contest where it's like you get $1,000 if you name the most Radiohead songs, how many Radiohead songs do you think you could name off the top of your head?
Probably fewer than
I would
Sparkle.
lose.
Than Alex.
But, like,
Probably fewer than Alex.
I would
30?
definitely forget some of the more obscure B-sides and stuff. But even a bunch of those I would know. So I'm trying
I
to,
don't know
like,
any of the B-side ones, admittedly, so...
Yeah, whereas I am that type of person when I get into a band or artist to a certain degree. I just find everything that I can at the time.
I'm gonna say 35. I'm giving myself 35. Play it a little safe, assuming I like don't remember like 3 off of each album or something.
Fair.
So let me think.
But I know some of the songs off of some of the albums like very, very well.
They are on what, 9 or 10 albums? Moonshaped Pool was 10, I think. Maybe the 11th.
Yeah, I like don't remember.
They average about 10 to 12 with some outliers. Yeah. So we will just go ahead and say
hello.
We got another Radiohead
get up that
fan
ladder.
Here.
Get up that ladder.
We got another Radiohead fan here. Hello, friend. What's your favorite Radiohead song?
I probably wouldn't be able to name every song on. Oh,
How to Disappear Completely. That's a great track off of.
I'm super disappointed. No. The reason I told you to get up that ladder is if you don't stay on this area, that boy will not fight you.
So Don't Stay was a Linkin Park track, actually.
Because you dawdled, that person pieced out. But don't worry, we'll say hello again at some point.
Yep.
But I probably couldn't name most of the songs on Bottle of Honey, and then that's how that fight goes.
Yeah, that was a big jump.
Well, I could do most of the rest. King of Limbs, I'm also a little fuzzy on. And then a lot of the B-sides. I would say if I really stopped and thought about it, probably well north of 50, probably more than 75. Do we include covers?
Sure.
'Cause there's like a bunch of Neil Young songs, and that one time they did a cover for a while of the theme song to a Bond movie that is not a very good Bond movie, but it's a very good theme song. Their version of it is pretty good.
Oh, come on.
It's been a long time, I think, since I had an elite a knowledge, a working knowledge of a band, to the degree that I could name multiple albums. I feel like the way the music has gone, I don't know names of things anymore.
Yeah.
Not including songs that are also album titles. I think I could name 7 Radiohead songs.
Ooh, which 7? Now I'm curious.
Creep.
Uh-huh.
Idiotech.
Okay.
Everything Right in Its Place, because you just said it.
Everything in its right. It's
close enough.
Do not get into that with mode. Well, let's try.
This is Radiohead. Okay, listen, we're in playing Dark Souls, talking about Radiohead, and you're telling me I have to pull my punches? That is not how either of these brands work.
Reckoner.
Okay, great track.
Reckoner's probably my favorite Radiohead song. But there's a Bloghouse remix that I really love.
Yeah, that's definitely in my top set. I love that track.
There's a song that has Lotus in it, so that counts as half.
That's
I don't even remember what that one's actually called.
That's a King of Limbs song.
Yeah.
I want to say Knives Out. We're at 5, I think, or no? That's 5 or 6.
5 or 6. Let's say 6.
Did I say Creep?
You said.
Song 2. No, wait, that's Blur. Okay. there's one more that I definitely know.
Good shield bash.
Thank you. I had to remember what the controls were.
Or shield break, rather.
Yeah. Oh,
I
Estes
said
Flask
exit
Shard.
music for a film.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. Actually, there we go.
I said that already though.
Couple of hell yeahs here. I don't think you said that one. I think that was a new one.
Okay, so then that's 7.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm really struggling. There's like another one from Kid A that I... Pyramid?
Pyramid song.
That is
That's
from
an Amnesiac
Pyramid
one.
Yeah,
song.
that's Amnesiac, but that's the sister
Okay.
of the Kid A, so yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 8. I beat my own task.
Kendrick basically samples Pyramid Song, actually, on To Pimp a Butterfly.
That's cool.
Shout out to there's a
I wonder how much that sample costs to
Dissect,
clear.
the Dissect podcast that did like a whole season of analysis on To Pimp a Butterfly.
I guarantee you that is an interpolation if it is anything. Like
There's no way they cleared that sample, and
Well, so what it is that the Radiohead sample itself is either very inspired by or very similar to like a pre-existing track, but like it's that motif, the Pyramid Song motif, like exists.
Okay.
And the Kendrick version of it is basically like it's goddamn close. Like listen to the two tracks side by side. It's the
I'm trying to
How
think
much-
what
how much
band
a
I
dollar
know the
really
most
costs,
about
I
right
guess,
now, or what band or
yeah.
solo artist I know the most about right now.
And Kendrick is up there just from how much I got into Pimp a Butterfly.
Probably Young Thug for me. Yeah, probably Young Thug.
It's hard for me to
Dark
answer
Souls.
questions like that because I don't. The way I engage with music is very. Let's go with idiosyncratic.
Sure.
Idiotecratic.
No. Related because almost all of what I listen to these days is dance music and rap, but the dance music, like I don't listen to individual tracks. I listen to mixes by my friends and DJs I like, and so I know
That makes
loads
sense.
and loads and loads and stuff sort of that way, but I don't sit like there's entire genres of music that I don't listen to as much anymore, but also just I don't necessarily listen to like nobody listens to albums beginning to end, really, like statistically speaking these days, but even that aside, I still don't, I don't really use Spotify at all or any of those things. The only time I engage with them is when there's like an exclusive mixtape or something that they have for 2 weeks before it's everywhere.
Or when they get the new season opening.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fighting Gold. I actually realized that probably the closest working knowledge I have right now to something like what I had for Radiohead back in the day is like Darren Korb.
Oh god, I love Darren's music. I was actually just about to kick in and say that like the music genre that I tend to listen to the most these days is actually game soundtracks.
Totally.
And like I think that there's something about listening to a game soundtrack that takes you back to the feeling you had when playing the game. I actually have a rule that I don't allow myself to listen to a soundtrack on its own until after I've beaten the game or otherwise decided I'm done with it. Because
cool.
I want to experience it like as a full experience and not just as some good music, but like without the added context of the game.
I'm that way. I bought the Nier soundtrack before before I was even done with the first ending, and then didn't listen to it for like another 2 weeks, or even look at the track titles. Because
sometimes you get spoilers.
But I knew I would want that one. There's a lot of soundtracks I really love, but I have trouble not every time, but like 99.9% of the time, kind of engaging with them uh, sort of outside the context of the thing, therefore. Like, I love the Nier music, and that's kind of an exception, but for as much as I adore the music in Celeste, when I've listened to that outside the game, I don't get the same or nearly as much enjoyment out of it because it's sort of separated from its context. And I've been like that about movie soundtracks for as long as I can remember. So it's not just games.
I think that's fair. Sometimes they work really well outside of the game or evoking the memory of the game, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, for me, the soundtracks I find myself like listening to the most
I
are
didn't wanna
actually
fight with you
ones
again.
for games that I didn't really engage with as much. But like I really liked the music, and I was like, I don't really like Frozen Synapse 2 is like the perfect example. Like I don't love playing that game. I like playing that game. But one of the reasons I like playing, like maybe the top reason I like playing that game is because the soundtrack just is great.
I was gonna say that's me with like Final Fantasy games for the most part. I love like Glenn Mouse's work, but I got halfway through Final Fantasy X, and playing that game is one of the most tedious experiences for me. But that soundtrack is amazing, and I love the like diegetic singing in that game, and like kind of the whole theming of music in that world.
You Mo, are going to get to know another exception to my usual inability to connect with soundtracks outside of their context. You're going to get to know another exception. One of my favorite game soundtracks are just kind of collections of music. The soundtrack for Fez.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Disaster Piece is really great.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, Disaster Piece is just those soundtracks are all great.
I don't know when I'm gonna start it, but I'm gonna start up blind. I've never played Fez. I don't know anything about it except it's like cool and rotatey, and
that's a good amount of stuff to know before you start.
And I'm gonna do a blind playthrough on the Waypoint Community channel at some point. I was gonna do it this weekend, but then I got the neurovirus, which wasn't fun.
That's a bad time.
That's a bad one.
Yeah. Yeah, not great. So my week has kind of been turned upside down.
Completely fair.
That cleared your weekend, your bowels.
Also, shout out to It Follows. Also soundtrack by Disaster Piece. And really great movie.
Hyper Light Drifter is my definitely like my
another
top
good one.
pick for that. I think
Yeah.
I did not finish that game. I played a little bit of it, but that soundtrack is so just incredible. Like amazing soundscapes.
Yeah, that's a game that I found.
I don't like this.
Good insight.
Yeah, there you go.
Almost got you.
Yeah, a game that had that I played recently for just like randomly was sitting in my Steam library is this game called Songbringer, which is out for Switch as well, and it's like a very inspired by or like parallel evolution type of thing to Hyper Light Drifter, except it's not cryptic about where you need to go and stuff like that. It's cryptic in other ways, but the soundtrack in that game is super like affecting. It's not like I don't love all the music, but like it just fits the game and like gets in you in a really good way. What was the game that I was about to mention though? Oh, Heaven Will Be Mine has an incredible soundtrack.
Yes.
Oh, I really need to
does.
play that. Oh, dang.
It is
I'm like
super, super
halfway.
good.
I've played one of the storylines. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna go back and play like each storyline each way or whatever and see all the different ways it can go. Probably just play each storyline once. But like, that's a really good soundtrack. I really want to play that other game that I think the same developer made called Escape or ESC, but I haven't.
No, that is
That's someone different.
Yeah, that's a different person. That is also really good.
Was there? I don't
ESC
know who.
is the game by. I'm probably going to pronounce her name wrong. It's either Lena or Lena, and I'm never sure which. But she did the.
Lena Rain?
Yeah, she did the Celeste music.
Yeah.
Did she do something with Heaven Will Be Mine, or am I just completely off base here?
Now, Heaven Will Be Mine is
AVB, right?
The We Know the Devil group.
Yeah.
But did AVB did the whole like everything, like including
Lena may have
music
done
and stuff?
music for that.
AV and Mia did the art again. I forget her last name. The same person who did the We Know the Devil art.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta play. The art's super cool. I should play We Know the Devil.
Yeah, I also need to. I've been putting up a lot of stuff. I'm very bad at playing visual novels, if I'm being honest. Like, it's just not.
I like games where you don't have to think. And I don't mean that pejoratively. I mean, like, one of the reasons I play games is because it gets me into that, like, flow state kind of,
Yeah.
It's good to have comfort food.
I think I get what you mean
Yeah.
in that, like, well, like, for me, like, I'm gearing up to play some more, like, randomizers, which,
I
like,
think just
they're like the opposite of visual novels for me, in which, like, I know them and I understand them, but it's at, like, mostly mechanical level. Like, there's no reading,
Yeah.
there's no story, it's just
Mhm.
puzzle stuff.
I did double check. Heaven Will Be Mine is AV doing the writing and Mia doing the art stuff again. Mia Schwartz. The soundtrack is the same person who did the We Know the Devil one. Obviously in a very different style because they're very different stories. And their name is Alec Lambert.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very good stuff.
Shout out to all them. They did great work.
Yep.
So I feel like I am close to like a shortcut or a bonfire or something because I've kind of gone pretty far. But this also looks very much like a boss door here, and I surprisingly haven't fought a boss yet in this game.
There is, this area is worth exploring in full.
Yeah.
We
There's
are
also that cool sword that goes up into the sky,
Yeah.
which...
Oh,
Yes,
I remember this game. It's Skyward Sword.
Yep.
We
That's
are coming
Hello.
up on, we're about 15 minutes away from 2 hours, I think.
Okay.
If that, no, sorry, 20. 20
Oh my
minutes.
god, there's so many of them.
So just for your reference.
So this is an encounter that they remixed from how it was originally for this game, or for this version of the game.
Yeah.
It did not used to be so many dudes.
That was a lot of dudes. I'm not gonna lie.
Most of them
but-
were very helpful and fell off the sword for you.
You got
Yep.
5 rupees.
I got a halberd.
So you got
Yep.
a blue rupee. That's worth 5 rupees. Shout out to Skyward Sword.
Halberd is something that that would be interesting to try and be able to equip. Wait, I'll go here. Let's see what that requires. A lot more than I have. Okay.
20 and
That'll be
14.
Oh, weird. So this one is a better shield and also requires less strength. So I might be able to get this.
So I believe the gimmick with the buckler is that it's easier to parry.
Yeah, the parry timing will be a lot friendlier on the buckler, but otherwise it is not super great.
I
at
see.
Actually blocking.
Yeah, it also seems that this shield does not have great defenses for like different types of elemental attacks and stuff. So
Yeah, 65 for lightning
Not-
is not the worst, but yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
You're going to want that when you go fight Dark Beast Parl.
Yeah, it's sort of like the flying typing on all the legendary birds in the first Pokemon games. Like, you know, it's thematically appropriate and great, but like that weakness to electricity is really just going to drag it down.
Wow, I made a joke and then Peregrine just
blew right past it.
yeah. I feel like I'm a wall and the Kool-Aid Man just like
Well, speaking of walls and Kool-Aid Man, I feel like I should go in that fog there because
I think you
Other
should
than
go in that fog.
Oh
Yeah. I'm gonna have one of these at the ready, because I'm low on health and I'm high on souls. So,
Getting high on souls.
oh
Now it's
yeah,
Dark
Souls
Souls
That's
2,
Con.
baby.
the whole game. Except it's this
Oh.
room.
Okay, so that's not a boss, huh?
Mm-mm.
Aha. Okay, so I was close to a shortcut.
Mm.
Yay!
Wow, I'm glad you found that. I like totally missed it the first time I went through this area.
Really?
Yeah, like
There's
I think,
more back
I'm
there
trying
I
to
could've
remember, like it was a
explored.
note or something that I saw that actually like told me that it existed. I may have actually done like a loop run and died before I opened it. This is like super heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well, I think now is a great time to go back and level up. Sorry if the stream has been a little bit more tame compared to the last one. I've been trying to play it a little bit safer and make sure not to lose large amounts of souls, which
No,
I realized that the
that shortcut
amount
is
that
a
I
solid
lost
amount
last
of
time was not too bad.
progress.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's
No, I
not an insignificant shortcut.
I mean, you
Oh,
say
by
it's tame.
the blacksmith key.
I did. I already
yeah.
got that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
did?
did,
All right.
yeah.
I forgot about
If
that.
you
I
think
remembered
if you
the
think
spell.
this stream's been too tame, I can come up with another bad take for you.
I was just gonna say, like, who thinks this stream is tame? We had
Well,
like
from the gameplay
we
point of view.
Mo called Cinnamon Toast Crunch garbage. Like we had like the most Radiohead takes I've had in like 20 years. This is the opposite of tame.
We all agreed ice cream is overrated.
No, we did not.
I will
That's a
not
lie.
disagree with. It's not bad, but it is overrated. I'm okay with that assessment.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
really love ice
unfortunately
cream.
he
but it
doesn't.
is- yeah.
Unfortunately, he doesn't stand up and go like get to work. He makes you reload the level for technical reasons.
Very
Wow.
funny.
Talk
It's
about
like,
a game.
oh,
where
glad I
thank
was
that
able
you,
to-
but go away and come back later.
It's very good and it's very good.
I mean, that's fair, to be honest. It's sunset.
If I
it's
was
probably
sitting
after
outside my
5.
house, I would want to sleep too.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll just go
Uh,
here.
It's like
Oh, I
you
was-
can do.
I was going to
You can
suggest
do
we
this.
check out Kale's house. Since we
Oh,
have the
that's
key
right.
Now.
We'll go back and do that because I just wanted to reload.
I think that's a good. Yeah. Oh, and this will reload the zone, so that works.
Yeah. And I wanted to also figure out if it's worth spending any of my... The thing is like, I don't know if I want to upgrade any of my weapons yet, because I only have a couple of Titanite shards, and my weapons are terrible. But I guess I could maybe upgrade my wand staff thing.
Um,
I would
We'll see what
recommend
it
that.
looks like.
If that's your I mean Titanite shards, you're gonna find some.
Yeah.
A
I'm sure I'll
decent amount
find
of them.
mobs that will just drop them at some point, like it was in 1.
Yeah.
Shout out to Samathies over here.
And don't call me useless. I brought you your key that you couldn't be asked to get off the ground and go get on your own.
so
Flirtatious
This-
vagabonds. What about us? Talk about Spoony
This-
Bard remixed right there.
This blacksmith is way not hot enough to be Samathy. Sorry.
I don't disagree. You're not wrong. I'm sorry.
All right. I assume that none of this is anything that I want.
Samathy's so hot that put him in the sun.
Okay, so you can buy them for 800, but he only has 10.
There's that
And
thing.
reinforce.
So, what does reinforcing a wand actually do? I don't actually.
it
Oh, okay,
varies.
okay.
It varies.
Yeah.
It varies from game to game. In the first game, I want to say you can't upgrade catalysts at all, like not even a little.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
In this one, as it is showing you on the right there, it will help out.
My magic
Makes-
damage will go
Makes
up.
the numbers go bigger.
Like,
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
you-
I
as
wanna
you
say
need.
this
in the
metal into
third
your
one-
wooden rod, and it does magic better.
I want to say in the third one, it works differently still, and it's something like you can upgrade. I'm going completely off the top of my head. I want to say in the third one, you could still upgrade them, but it didn't work quite like it does here either. But it's one of those things that's varied so greatly over the course of the games that I have trouble keeping which one is which straight.
I mean, the third one's probably just like a poise bump or something.
All right. And now I need 2, so I can't go up to the next level. That's okay.
Drat. You're worse than
Wow.
my reckless daughter.
Thanks.
Don't spend your whole
Oh, he's
life
super grumpy.
transit.
I love
Wow.
I love him.
Shout out to my commute.
I love Lemongrass, but he is an asshole.
Spending my whole life in transit.
But souls have
Some of us have commutes. We don't just work out of our home office here, buddy.
waste your souls on useless trinkets. Think before you spend.
Thanks, Dad.
Equipment can be strengthened with rare ore stone. Such ore stone won't come easily.
Oh, my favorite shonen anime,
My
Ore
girl
Stone.
knows her stones,
Orestone.
but she's always out prancing about.
Ore no Hero Stone.
There's a time for travels, but you can't wander the world forever. Even you must have someone waiting back home.
Wow, thanks. Shout out to all my single friends watching this stream.
Don't we see like a screenshot implying you have a wife and daughter in the intro cinematic? Or am I misremembering that?
I don't remember because I was too busy listening to Peregrine's beautiful voiceover.
Understandable, understandable.
It was a very good voiceover.
Is this okay? So is this building straight ahead the mansion?
Yeah, that's it was locked when we tried it before.
House key.
That's not a mansion, that's a house. That's what that is.
This is a pretty big house, though. I don't know.
I mean, with Majula property values being what they are, it's basically the cost of a
Like,
mansion.
look at this. I'd love.
These are huge books. Who has books this big? Are these all children's books?
Wait till
Dumbledore.
you haven't been looking.
Oh my God, that one's
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big book.
You just got transported into Harry Potter world. This is Dumbledore's beach vacation house.
Does Dumbledore also have a monster in his basement?
Probably, like,
I mean,
Really?
metaphorically, yes.
but also like probably just like Dumbledore did some good witchery. I feel like.
Dumbledore's got some fucked up shit. We'll learn.
So
I'm sure
this-
we'll learn all about that in the coming movie.
This item description, I think, is particularly worth paying attention to because I love what this implies about the world. Pharos the Vagabond was a legend who wandered the lands, creating contraptions to help those in sincere and dire need. Not sure about that last part. The scope of his travels was so wide that Pharos has been mistakenly credited with many inventions that were crafted by others. So, this guy just wanders Drangleic, building weird machinery for no reason, but also getting credited for other people's random nonsense machinery.
Well, but I think what that is.
So
is
he's a
that-
capitalist then.
Yeah, no, I think like what that description says is that like Pharaohs actually only did good shit, but if you encounter any bad shit that is like called Pharaoh something, it's
Yeah.
like not actually Pharaohs, right?
Before I venture too deep in this house, I think I should level up.
Okay.
Unless there's a good reason why having my souls on me is a good thing.
I
well, you
wouldn't
could
be
store
too,
your
I
souls
wouldn't
in the
be too
basement.
worried, but also there's no reason to carry stuff.
Just
around,
on the
so.
ground, just in a little puddle.
I mean, that's where I keep all my stuff when I'm not using it.
What?
You're in the menu.
Just
Oh.
did this.
Bearer of curse.
There.
Less this.
Sorry, I know I do that every time we talk to her, but it's almost part of the Majula music for me.
It's true.
The first syllable of every line of dialogue once you're playing the game proper.
Alright, so I can get 2. I haven't leveled my int in a little while.
Oh dang, that's actually a pretty big jump.
It's a big old magic BNS right there.
It's 5. There's a 5 to Magic BNS.
I love my magic bones.
Yeah. Almost as much as my Gluknig bones.
Hashtag bone party.
I don't know.
God, all your
forget
stats
now.
are just low.
They're so bad.
Gonna have
It's
to
okay.
kill some larger boys to get more souls.
Yeah. I feel like the souls farming has definitely at least gone a bit faster today as well. So I've gotten a lot more levels than last week's episode. So
Yeah, this has been
Yeah.
a very, very
Well-
good amount of progress.
yeah.
And a lot of it was also like we did character creation and tutorial stuff last.
Yep, for sure. And I
Last week,
fought
too.
against that big boy for a little while.
Oh yeah, that definitely is like a very easy way to sink time into that opening section.
Yeah. And then spent most of the session at half health because I was not paying attention or listening. Okay. Read message. Oh, how nice.
Dang, nice balcony.
Yeah.
And you said it wasn't a mansion.
Almost as nice as that gigantic sword that goes into the sky and has a bunch of dudes jump down on you and try and kill you.
Misfortune ahead is a
That's very true.
good
I'm gonna-
good message for where the pigs live.
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't wanna pork that one up.
I get it.
Nope.
I get it. Fork.
Oh, I went too far. All right, I guess I'll check out this basement. I'm sure it's fine, right?
Wow. Wait, was that not a chest?
I don't think that was a chest.
There is a chest down here. I'm not sure what's going to be in it right now, because back when the game was more active, it was a chest that they would put items in for like seasonal events, which is kind of
interesting.
weird
know
but
that. That's
cool.
cool.
That's like a thing they haven't really done with any of the other games.
Oh,
It's-
I loved the Dark Souls 2 Halloween event where
It's
you
a
just
skeleton, but only one skeleton.
where you just unlocked the Firekeeper card and then they're on your.
You get like special outfits for her. That would be really
Yeah.
cool, actually.
Please never turn Dark Souls into a gacha game. For the love of God.
My friend, one of my friend's first experience with Demon Souls was playing on Halloween.
Counterpoint to never turn Dark Souls into a gacha game. Dark Souls Go.
Estus Flash Shard. Sadness.
I
Was
The
there
shard
supposed
is
to be
why
a
I
don't
wanna-
give up skeleton over here?
Um,
No.
the try bonfire is telling you to light the torch sconce.
Yeah, I see it there. Probably just to make this room not be
And
dark.
then and then there's the chest. Unlike
Thank you.
skeletons tend to do in these games, that skeleton does not respawn.
Yeah.
And if it is still alive, Kale will not come home.
Okay.
But now he'll come back.
oh, you already killed the skeleton?
I did.
Dang.
He got
Sorcerer builds just are real strong, huh?
so overpowered. What did I
He's
get?
not
I
that
got
tough. A soul vessel.
vessel. Okay. So this is the respec item. A vessel that will accept your souls. If you
Oh,
truly wish to
no.
start again, go to the place where your journey began.
Yep. We have to go see the old ladies. If
Is there any point to like wandering around and getting fire to light this now or nah?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
You might be doing
Just
Kale a
cosmetic,
favor
though.
and making his house less spooky, but he's not gonna mind. He likes.
But
let's
it's
take a look at the
Halloween.
map.
It's
so
the-
look
it's-
at the floor back on the opposite side.
Oh,
from
this is the map?
stairs. Yeah. So this is the map he was talking about being on the floor of his basement, and it's hard for you to sort of see it now, but there's a thing that'll start there's stuff that will change that will make it clear to you sort of where what this map like
Is
Okay.
there a is there a mop in this
represents.
house?
Is there
a
what?
mop? You got some blood on that map. You got a mop you could.
Yeah, I think those are probably people who had a bad time with the skeleton. Or maybe they tried to fight Kale. Because I don't know why you would fight down here.
I mean, I've been trying to fight Kale every night at dinner time for the past 10 years.
You sound so bitter about it.
Kale started it.
Kale and Quinoa, the Ornstein and Smo of healthy eating.
Smo?
Yeah. No.
Smog?
Bad.
No, Smog
I think
is
we
a
might have to.
dragon.
I think we might have to end the
Smo.
stream.
Listen,
This is going off the rails.
It's pronounced Smoth. It's
All right. I think we have to end it over here in our lovely bonfire
Ornstein
spot
and
with the sunny
Smoth.
view.
That's
Well, we made it pretty far today, I think. Still haven't fought a boss yet, but I missed out on that one who sunk into the ground.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there, making progress. I've got another Estus Flask shard, but I'll just spend that next time.
Yeah.
I think that'll about do it. Sparkletone, where can the people find you on the internet?
I am Sparkletone pretty much everywhere except where I'm not. I can be found on the Bird website at Sparkletone and on the Waypoint Discord.
All right, Peregrine.
you can find me on Twitch at Peregrine38. Find me on the Waypoint Discord as Peregrine, or you can check out, for some ungodly reason you may have, my Twitter at Terrific Broth.
And Mo.
You can find me on the Waypoint forums and Discord as Mo, and on Twitch at Mo_swords, SWORDZ. And same on Twitter if you want a lot of NBA retweets.
All right, and I have been your host, Niko. You can find me eating ice cream because it's delicious. I'm also occasionally, not really occasionally. I rarely post on Twitter, but you can follow me there on Corey D. Shaw, Corey D. Shaw, if you are so inclined. And I am pretty active on the Waypoint Discord, so you can always find me there. Special thanks as well to Too Mellow for graciously allowing us to use his music. You can find the track Old Haunts, which is what we use for the intro and outro, as well as everything else he does over at twomellowmakes.bandcamp.com. I hope you all enjoyed the show, and we'll be back next week with more Dark Souls 2 at the same time and place. Thanks for watching.